Okay, here's a dev diary update for getting Satisfactory style factories into 7 days. So I have this. This is called an auto storage crate. Claude picked that name, and I've spent hours and hours and hours getting this arrow on the end of it. So you can see this arrow right here, and if I place that, so I got that to work. Now, unfortunately, I can't click on this thing or use it, so that's broken. These old ones that I had, they were just straight up wooden crates. They don't. Oh, they all have the arrow, and they're all broken. Okay, so the smelter still works, and the miners still work. Here's a miner here. So I was changing. Claude just changed this one. I wanted to put this thing on it. So how did I do that? Let's drop out of here a little bit. So here is Unity. I was using Asset Ripper, and then I installed, let's see, I installed Unity Pi. Find here, name, iname, Unity Pi, anything. Oh, where is it? Oh, that's because Poetry puts it somewhere else. Crap. I don't know where Poetry put it, but I downloaded this. Let's see, Poetry info. What can I do with Poetry? Poetry show. So I downloaded this Unity Pi, and then Claude used that to, I just compacted the conversation. Claude used that to get these assets. So if you look in Unity assets, I got this, the LOD, the level of detail objects, and I got the normal map, and then whatever this like metal map is, and I got the original PNG file. So I copied those over to UTM. I have a shared folder. I think you can see it up here. So I put those in my shared folder, and they showed up in here. So here's the level of detail things. And let's see, I dragged level of detail 0 up onto the screen, and it gave me this object in my scene. Let's see, and if you click, so this doesn't have much in it, but it's got this, whatever this is, LOD 0 _ 0. And it had LOD 0 as the mesh, and it had LOD 0 as the material. So then I went, Claude had me make a material. You go up to, where do you go? Somewhere, create, component, create, I don't know, somewhere, like down here. Create material. And then you go into the material, and you set the albedo. If you click on this little dot here, you can pick what you want your albedo to mean. I don't even know what that means, but you get the texture. Maybe it gets the RGB of the pixels from the texture. Then you go and click on this metallic smoothness surface, and I picked my wooden chest 01 RMOM, RMOM. Then on normal map, I picked this one, and that created the material. Then I went into this child of the wooden chest 01 LOD 0, and I added conveyor mat. You click on this little circle here, and you can set, this was set to LOD 0 _ 0. I changed it to do my material, and I think that's all I had to do there. And then I also added a box collider. Claude said add a box collider to this, so I added the box collider. Didn't touch it. And then I added this script from here. GitHub, 7 days to die, templates and utilities. I added the multi-platform export asset bundles. So I unzipped that, got the CS file, put it in here. And as soon as you put that file in here, Unity recognizes it and creates a new menu. So if you then select, oh yeah, so what did I do then? So then I think I took this and dragged it into assets, which made this the prefab, and I named it conveyor prefab, and then it adds the prefab extension itself, I think. Then I clicked on this and went up to assets and went build multi-platform asset bundle from selection. And that built me conveyor prefab, or I think it was just conveyor.unity 3D. So then I copied, then I told Claude where it was. It copied my, that file and put it into the XML. So if we go look at the XML, we should see nvim, let's see, I think it's, where would this be? Config and then items. So now, there was only one of them. Sac prefab. I don't see model in here. So it's probably config blocks. So now we can see mod folder, Satisfactory automation, go into the resources folder, and I don't know what this conveyor question mark is. Resources conveyor, and then get this conveyor prefab object. So these are the same as the old wooden chest ones. These are the new conveyor prefabs. So that's how it hooked up my new Unity 3D file as the source for the model. And then everything else was the same. So here's the code that it uses. Obviously, it's broken now. So yeah, that was, I think, all I needed to get a new texture. I think I don't know if I still have the texture around. Do I have GIMP open? No. So I just edited the texture in GIMP, and it's just a PNG file. And instead of copying up the PNG file that Claude had extracted, I copied up my own PNG file that had this arrow added to it, which doesn't work super well because this part of the chest gets something with the normal map, I think, causes it to be, and I don't know how to read this normal map, but something on the normal map causes it to be hidden. So something to be aware of, or maybe it's part of this. Maybe this causes it to not use, I don't know, whatever, some of the texture that you provide, and it just does it a brown color? No idea. Anyways, that's enough.